something to hear. Here we are today with these people who believe that their neighbors do not are saints. And this is October 29th. So I just came back from Algiers. I spoke with the police over there. Mr. Esper, who is the United States Defense Secretary, was in the capital, was in Algiers at the beginning of the month. I was there on September 30th, so things are nice. And he spoke with the president. I waited 12 days and I wrote to the chief of the police. I had the receipt and remember that all of these events were prior to January 2019. Basically, it was total chaos. And it's 100% clear that they cannot run this state in a way that is free of criminality. Tomorrow at 9:30 or 10 sharp, I will go to the defense, to the police station in here, trying to meet the police chief, which is Badawi. This man I never know in the past, and apparently they have committed atrocities prior to May 2018. Apparently they are unable to grasp the consequences of their actions or the righteousness of their actions. Basically they are psychopaths. So I always take precautions to avoid being shot at inside of the police station or something like that. So they cannot deal with this situation, and they run illicit trafficking, and by illicit meaning anything in the dictionary. And it's like when I say it's like the Pentagon had to intervene in August 2018. Then it was the European courts. Then this is to safeguard European interests, which were somehow lost by those idiots who committed human trafficking. Then it was a bunch of other people up until the end of 2019, and this was caused by this, like we had to see like what has changed, which has affected this country, and it appears to be like the political leadership in Denmark. Apparently, few people have not, they don't have. I will say this that clearly I was inside of the police station. I spoke with them. It's like when I approached the police, well, when I was speaking with them, is that okay, you are in, you're out, you have a Swedish card, you are living abroad, you have paperwork from the different courts. Okay, so you didn't commit any crime. You are just living abroad, and this, and apparently, it's people who are crazy. They cannot control their anger, and more to that, and they are also childish idiots, and somehow uh, they cannot control their hormones basically. And it's like individuals who are in their location, and apparently they are here to destroy the currency, meaning like they cannot even like choose like a train ticket or something like that, and it's because European children listen to Nazi ideology, meaning if you compare them to Nazism and fascists and things from the 1930s, they have the same ideology. It's like they pick up the book and they kept on reading it. It's like how to behave like a Nazi, uh, this, and that. Instead of focusing on the economy, instead of focusing of building things, they're here to destroy everything. I did say in the past one thing is that every single individual involved will pay a heavy price. It means this. It's like now there have been like elections and things during this year. Basically, you'll have to keep your political intellect away from this area because we follow procedures, and I myself went manually. I meant manually. I went myself. I knocked on the door of the defense ministry, the presidency, the chief of police of the state, all of the chief of polices. I have the receipts with me. I have all the postal receipts. I have everything in my hand manually. I have all the recordings of the cops saying and other individuals saying. I have the phone conversation saying and everything else. And it appears to be this. It appears it's a crime committed by a female. It's like a woman, a group of women committed this crime in order to force marry their children to individuals from Europe. And it's individuals who went to the university, who graduated, and apparently who behave in this fashion. I don't know them, meaning is like ناس والديهم ما ربوهمش. I come here and I meet all of those case individuals. Basically, it's like they shouldn't have an income, or when they have that income, they should not pay taxes but pay penalties for their well, for what they do. It's like now it has reached like well, I will say it quite precisely. A defense minister of a foreign country, a head of government of a foreign country, a former defense minister, meaning directly. So tomorrow I will go trying to retrieve my documents and my property from the police chief, and to this day I never presumed that also him is involved in sex trafficking. And basically it's individuals who are trying to, how to say this, individuals who are trying to take control of the airport.